I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Baby, you can give it something.
Hey nail family, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I hope you all are doing well. Your girl is back with another video. Your girl is back again. Yeah. Y'all probably like, girl, relax. You haven't been here. Relax. But no, y'all, I'm back with another video. Today's look is going to be a pastel French tip and with some 3D nail art I've been wanting to try. I'm going to be using Mia Secrets Cover Pink Acrylic for the entirety of this set, along with a ton of gels from Nail House, those being their Pink Panther, Soft Sage, Ocean Breeze, Blanco, Minion, and Peachy. I do have here their size 16 Kolinsky acrylic brush. I'm going to be using that paired with their Pro Monomer. And I do have on their 3XL taper square tips as well. But as you all can see, I have cut them down a bit. I want us to go for like a shorter, length look today. I really want us to go shorter than this, but I'm like, let me just go with long length. This is considered long length to me. So yeah, we're also gonna have some chrome in this look as well, which initially actually was not my plan. I ended up was not having to, but was brought to do chrome, and you are gonna see why. But it came out absolutely like perfect, so that was good. And yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna be using this acrylic here, which is gonna be again Mia Secrets Cover Pink acrylic for every single nail for the base of them all, and we're going to be doing all of the designs on top. For now, I'm going to let you all go ahead and enjoy watching the application parts, and I'll pop back in a bit. So I know that some of you are wondering, like, girl, where have you been at? It's been like a little bit over 2 weeks that I haven't been on here, and I know y'all are wondering. Some of y'all were like commenting and messaging me and things like that. If ever I'm gone, and most of you all know this, if ever I'm gone like for a while, for like weeks without like anything, know that something is wrong. Your girl have not been feeling well. I'm better now, of course, like I'm good now 100%, but I haven't been, like, a little bit over a week and a half ago, something like that, almost 2 weeks. I began to get like chest pain, and it was weird. Like, I had sneezed one time literally, and then like my chest immediately started hurting, and then it just got like worse day by day. And I really didn't think, like, because it was weird. Maybe it was something before I had sneezed that made it did that. I'm not really sure. I just know that I tried to do, I'm like, well, maybe I'm coming down with a cold or something, like, or a fever or something. I don't really know. And I don't really ever get sick. Like, I literally never get a cold. So it was kind of weird. And I was like, and I have been around a little bit more people than I normally do lately, because y'all, I'm a homebody. I'm always at home, never really around anybody. But so I'm like, let me go ahead and try like my little natural remedies and things I can do, like my little herbs and things, like before I go ahead and go to the hospital. So I, was doing that for maybe like 4 days, and it was gradually getting better. And at one point it had totally disappeared after like 4 to 5 days, maybe like 4 days. And it went away, and I'm like, well, if it comes back at all, like even just a little bit, I was 100%, y'all. If it comes back even a little bit, I will go ahead and go to the emergency. So it was gone for 1 day, and it came back the day after. And so I immediately, like, went to the hospital, like I said that I would, and everything came back fine. Like, my blood work was more than perfect, came back perfect. Like, all my vitals and everything was good, like everything, every single thing. All of my, like, they took x-rays and things on my chest and my lungs and things, no pneumonia, or I even did a COVID test, like nothing. They found nothing at all. And my doctor said that pretty much it was probably like a muscle strain. And then it could have also been like stress, for real though. Like a mixture of both of those, like a muscle strain and like stress probably. But pretty much they prescribed me like ibuprofen, and y'all, I do not take medicine. I tried to not take it. I'm like, let me go ahead and take like 1 or 2 or whatever. And I just kept doing what I was doing, and like trying not to do all of the things, like not doing anything to trigger the pain to come back. And after like 2 days after that, I was pretty much fine. Like, I was pretty much fine. Like, it went away, and it haven't came back since. So thank the Lord, glory be to God, that your girl is better. That was like kind of scary for me, and just like, because I couldn't breathe, and it was just like weird, very, very weird and abnormal. But they didn't find anything. And like I said, it had to have been a muscle strain, probably mixed with like stress, because that was just absolutely crazy. But because I wasn't feeling well for almost 2 weeks, that resulted in me like pretty much not doing anything, just trying to take care of my health, and not doing anything to put too much, like strain on myself or to trigger the pain to come back. So I wasn't doing nails or anything. But like I said, I am better now, you all, thank God. If you all ever have like, and it's important too, as like, especially like women, we go through a lot, and it be a lot on our plates, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us are, well, not me, but a lot of you all are like mothers and things, and it just be like a lot sometimes. And if ever y'all like experiencing that like abnormal pain or any pain at all and that's like persistent, go ahead and get it checked out. Because like, what's the worst that can happen if you get it checked out? You know what I'm saying? I'm one who's really like, I do not go to the hospitals at all, y'all. Like, and I'm never really sick. I'm pretty overall healthy person, pretty much, kinda. I would think so. I would say so. But it doesn't hurt to go get something checked out, y'all. Okay, like, you can't ignore. I ignored it as long as I possibly could, which is a few days, because it was gradually getting better. Like, it wasn't persistent after I started doing like my herbs and like different things that I was doing to help the pain go away. But yeah, take care of yourselves, y'all, and take a break sometimes if you need to, because it could be a lot sometimes, y'all. It can be not sometimes, a lot of times it can be a lot. So just take care of yourselves and take a break if need be. And yeah, like I said, thank God, thankfully, I am doing 100% better now, and your girl is back. So as you all can see now, we have moved into shaping and filing. Application is complete. I love this length so much. Like, I don't normally do like this short. I want to do like more sets like these, and I always promise y'all that I would do shorter sets sometimes. So I will be trying to incorporate, you know, shorter, like long length or medium and short sometimes. But we have moved on to shaping and filing, and I don't really like go into full detail about this part here, or even application for that matter, but I do have full in-depth application videos and shaping videos as well on my channel. They are actually linked in the description below if y'all want to check that out. We're almost actually done here. I didn't talk up until almost completed with the shaping and filing. Did y'all see that little pink pack of like little paper things that I pulled one out from and put on top of this dust collector? It's pretty much like a paper filter thing that I've been telling you all about in some of my previous videos that I had in my Shein cart for so long that I want to check out, because Tori, she actually had come across them and showed me them and sent me the link, and I've been wanting to try them. They're super thin, y'all. Y'all can see, I think they came in a pack of 100, and they're super thin, but they work, y'all. Y'all are gonna see how like all of this little, like, it's like paper thin, less than paper thin, for real. How like the dust collected on top of that, pretty much you'll use these to like prolong the longevity of your filter, so you don't have to keep like changing it out or whatever, where you can just pick up this little paper filter thingy and just toss it in the trash. And it's much more inexpensive than what I was using previously, which was what it was called, like dryer sheets that Jeannie had put me on to using, which was great as well. But you'll use less of you'll save more using these little filters here. I don't remember how much they cost. They couldn't have been more than like $3 to $4, maybe $5 or so. I'm gonna actually put it on the screen for you all to see how much they cost for sure, but definitely they'll last longer than keep buying like dryer sheets. But that was a brilliant idea, which I always have to thank Jeannie for. But these are even better. So, and I thank Tori for putting me onto these as well. I think they have them in pink and blue, and I got the pink ones. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead now and like seal my cuticles and things. And this bit that I'm using is actually a 5-in-1 carbide drill bit in the grit extra fine, that is actually from Pano, Amazon, and you can find it in my Amazon storefront. But I'm gonna finish up this, go ahead and buff the nails, clean them off and all that good stuff, and we're gonna get into all of these designs. Y'all, so this is pretty much how we're looking with the nails completely shaped and filed. Y'all, it's so weird to look at this length on myself, but this length is super cute. Also, by the way, I always feel like my thumb is always crooked. Like, I don't know, I think it's the way that I glue it on. Like, I feel like my thumb always end up crooked. I don't know why. Crooked, crooked, however you want to say it. And it's because it definitely is crooked here. But anyway, not a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, buff the nails now, clean them, and all that good stuff, and we're gonna move into this nail art. see what I mean. These little paper filter things are super thin, but it picked up all of that dust. Like, it's not going through it at all. And that's like perfect. So these little papers will last me for a very long time using on top of these, and it will help me with the longevity of my little filter inside of my dust collector. So that's a plus. I'm going ahead now and spraying some alcohol to the nails, and I'm gonna, dust them, brush them off, and all that good stuff. And then finally, we're gonna get into the nail art. So the next part of this process, I'm gonna be going ahead and drawing my base French tip. I'm gonna be doing that using my Nail House liner brush in the size 25mm. For this look, I wanted to go for I envisioned like a pastel kind of like, I don't know what you would call that, because it's not really like ombre. It's kind of like a tie-dye kind of look with the colors randomly all over the nails. And I was thinking to bring that look together, I could maybe like airbrush it on top of white to make the colors like really pastel-y and pop a little bit more. So I'm going to be doing that with this white gel here, which is again Nail House's Blanco. And I'm just going to be drawing the white base for all of them first, and then we're going to go in with the airbrushing on top all of the colors. Now, I don't know why, like this, I didn't include like all the, like I kind of cut that part out because we'll be here forever, how long it really took me to draw these Frenches on. I don't know, because I haven't drawn them in like a little bit over like 2.5 weeks or what. Like I was really struggling with this French, or maybe it was the brush, because the hairs were kind of wonky and I was too lazy to get up and kind of dip them in some hot water. But it just took me way too long to do these Frenches, but they still came out really cute. I'm doing like a kind of deeper French a little bit, like not super deep, but like a little deep French. And yeah, I'm gonna do that for the base of all the nails, and we're gonna go in with the airbrushing on top. Also, by the way, well, not yesterday, by the time you all see this, it would have been like 2 days ago. How many of you all saw the solar eclipse? I don't know where you all are located in the world, but I am in Ohio, and you all know the solar eclipse happened on April 8th. In Ohio, we had totality. I forget what percentage. Was it 100%? It was close to 100% if it wasn't 100%, you all. Totality of the solar eclipse. Y'all, it was like the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life. I'm so tired to the people because I don't know how it would look. It probably would just not look the same if you all were located where it wasn't totality at. But where I am, and I just hate this, I don't want to seem like I'm teasing or anything, but where I am, it was totality, and it was just like absolutely beautiful. I don't like how they were trying to tell people to wear those glasses, otherwise you will go blind, or this kind of crazy stuff. Y'all know I want to have my own beliefs on everything. You can't just tell me something and I'm gonna believe it, especially when it comes to that government that they be trying to tell us stuff that don't even make sense. When it was Monday when it was solar eclipse, about 3 hours before, so I went outside because I've been wanting to come outside anyway, a little bit more often, like just sit in my backyard and get some sun, y'all, because I'm probably vitamin D deficient. I've been taking my vitamin D pills recently only, but I never am outside, y'all. I'm always in the house like a vampire. Or is that considered? I don't know. But anyway, and I've been wanting to get some sun, and the solar eclipse kind of pushed me to go out that day, Monday, which was yesterday for me, but it will be like 2 days ago for you all by the time I post this. So I was out there like 3 hours before, it was just like regular day, just in the backyard reading my book, chilling, getting some sun. It was so warm, y'all, and toasty. I kind of like fell asleep, like literally, but yeah, and I was kind of like just, observing the sky and things before the eclipse, started and everything. And I don't really like to get into all this kind of like stuff, like spiritual things and different things, or like politics and the government and different things on my channel like that. But I do just want to mention that it was pretty weird to me, and I will insert the footage for y'all on the screen of the solar eclipse, of course, the video footage that I caught. It was so beautiful. But I also want to include the footage of how before the eclipse, like hours before, it was like I was out there 3 hours before, and I stayed out there up until it happened, just by myself chilling, and I watched with my bare eyes as well. I didn't have no special glasses because that just didn't make sense to me, like them telling us we'll go blind or don't look. And 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10 when the government tell y'all to do something, do it anyway. Like, why don't y'all want us to look up? Why don't y'all want us to look? It's a reason why. Like, there's always a bigger picture. By the way, real quick, intermission. Here I just showed y'all up close how I was getting some bubbles on the nails. And anytime you all are applying gel and you get bubbles on the nails, there's something underneath there, whether it's like oil or lint or something on the nail that's making the nail bubble underneath there. So you want to go ahead and definitely wipe that off and reapply it, because if you don't and you cure that and it's like bubbling and things and it's not like a clean, you know, gel application, that gel can want to like wrinkle up and bubble up and like begin to peel. So you definitely don't want to keep that on there. That only means there's something underneath the nails. Now, if, you know, your application is cool, your gel application is cool, and you begin to cure in the lamp, and then afterward it wrinkles and bubbles, that could mean one of a few things, one or multiple of a few things. Again, there's either something underneath that gel, like some dust, debris, oil, something. The gel could be like no good either, but that's probably one of the last things, but I'm not gonna say it's one of the last things. I don't know what kind of gels y'all use. But then also it could be, if it's a white or black gel, I always cure white and black gels for 2 minutes opposed to 1, because they are like the most highly pigmented gels, and it's kind of hard for the LED light to go through it, like to penetrate it all the way. You want to cure that double the amount of time you would a regular like pink or yellow or whatever color. Also, it could be your lamp, like your wattage isn't strong enough, your lamp wattage. And that's pretty much the reasons why you will get wrinkling after curing the gel. So I just wanted to mention that, because as a beginner, when I used to use black gel, I could never figure out the reason why I would like wrinkle up and bubble and just look crazy after curing it, and that is the reason why. Also, I totally don't know how I forgot to mention one of the main causes why you can get wrinkling in your gel after you cure it, and it could be because you are applying it too thickly, like way too thickly. You need to apply in thin layers only, like thin layers 1 by 1, curing each one in between for 60 seconds. But anyway, as I was saying, 10 times out of 10, when they tell us not to do something, it's a reason why. There's always an agenda, and I just didn't believe, like, why would something that our creator made like blind us or harm our eyes? It could be something that I totally don't know, like, but I just really I actually prayed on it, and before that used my own discernment on how that just made absolutely no sense to me at all. You know, for them to tell us that, like, that just don't make no sense. Like, what happened years and years ago, before we was even on this planet, us, like, not human, but I mean like us, people who are born today, when there were previous eclipses and we didn't have glasses to look at the sun, or, you know, like, that just don't make sense to me. It just didn't make sense to me. It could be something I don't know, but I know I went out there, and if I was gonna go blind or not, which I just knew that I was not gonna go blind, I had to see for myself, and I watched with my bare eyes, and nothing happened. Now, some people are like commenting on, because I had made an Instagram post just showing it and just sharing my little thoughts on what I thought. People were saying like the effects don't happen immediately or whatever. Like, it's day 2. It's currently 5 p.m. And my eyes are perfectly fine. They still are the same way they are. I have terrible vision already. I wear glasses, but I can still see like how I see with my glasses. But anyway, what I was also saying is how I caught footage of before, and this is why I say that as well. And I hope I don't get like flagged for this video or anything, you know, weird like that, because I'm talking about this. But how a few hours before the eclipse, I was outside, I told you all, for 3 hours before, and I stayed out there up until just reading and just waiting. There, like, I noticed how there were like, because y'all know about chemtrails and how they be spraying the chemtrails, like the chemical trails throughout the, you know, from the planes in the sky, like those trails of what looks like little clouds, but they're not, and they're like long trails of them. Those are chemicals being sprayed. And there were way a lot more than usual going on right before the eclipse, and I'm not the only one who noticed that either. Like, I definitely noticed that, and then like today I was like browsing the internet and I was seeing people saying the same thing as well. Like, there were planes everywhere spraying those chemtrails, and y'all are gonna see in the footage that I insert on the screen, y'all, how they were doing that, trying to block out the sun so that we couldn't see. Like, I'm not gonna go into all the details why they don't want us to see, but just know they ain't want us to. They don't want us to. That's why they said wear the glasses and do this and do that. Like, that's all bull, and it's ridiculous. But I could go on and on all day, and I'm not going to get into details because this is a nail page, and I don't want to, like, you know, go into all that or get blocked for saying different things. But and also one last thing, and I swear I'll be done with it, because I was thinking, like I mentioned, they were spraying the chemical trails literally right before the eclipse, like hours before, and like a ton of them. And I knew that it was a part of it. If it wasn't part of it, was the reason being they didn't want us to really see it. They were trying to cover up and block the sun like they do per usual any other regular day, but it was way more than usual hours before. What if they were like spraying it right before too, because they knew we would be outside and they were like testing a new like strand of chemicals on us? That would just be wild, y'all. Like, that would just be so wild. This world is absolutely crazy, and I just like hate America, but that's a different subject for a different day, y'all. I'm done. Anyway, nonetheless, bottom line, the eclipse was absolutely beautiful. They couldn't stop God's creation from us seeing it. I saw it with my bare eyes, and I can still see y'all. Like, it was absolutely beautiful, and I'm gonna enter the clip on the screen, and I hope you all enjoy the footage. And also too, if y'all have thoughts, you know, don't be afraid, or, you know, we're thinking the same type of things I wear, don't be afraid to leave like your comments and thoughts in the question, not in the question box, in the comment box, or comments below. I don't know why I wanted to say comment box, but anyway, as y'all can see now, I completed the base of the look, the white French tip. Oh my goodness, I almost choked. But now I'm gonna begin applying the airbrush of the pastels all over the nails. I'm just gonna be applying them like kind of randomly, and I'm not gonna, because like, you know, I don't want to keep dumping out this gel and this acetone, like this mix out of the airbrush, and just keep, you know, I'm gonna, when I have one color in there, I'm gonna apply it to all the nails and just keep it pushing that way, if that makes sense. This airbrush that I have here, I got from AliExpress a super long time ago. I can link it in the description for you all if you are interested. But in the little container, I have mixed some acetone and some gel. I would say I have like I would say like a ratio of like 2 to 4, like 2-part gel, maybe 3-part gel to 4-part acetone. Also, disclaimer, I do not recommend mixing acetone and gel together like I am doing here. It's not the safest thing to do ever. Like with the chemical mix, you ain't really supposed to mix the two. So I just want to make that disclaimer. But I stay masked up, y'all, period, when I'm doing nails. Like, even with the monomer and the dust, I can't do it. I always stay masked up. So I just wanted to make that disclaimer that you're not really supposed to mix acetone and gel together. They have come out with like sometime, I don't know if it was sometime last year, but it's when I found it sometime last year, like special nail polish, or the spray, like the actual liquid that you're supposed to use to do airbrush nails, opposed to mixing these two chemicals together. It can be a little bit harsh with these chemicals, like the fumes and things. But I have yet to try them, and some of y'all know, if you know, you know, some of y'all know I've been saying I still literally have both packs that I had bought last summer or spring, and I have yet to open them yet. And y'all, don't ask me why. They're somewhere down in the drawer, and I think it's because I don't do airbrush that often. It's not in the front of my mind, so it's like I just haven't done it. But I'm gonna do it, y'all. I'm gonna review those liquids for y'all to see, and have different and safer options for y'all to use to airbrush on the nails. So the color that I'm currently using on the nails is Nail House's Pink Panther, and I'm just airbrushing that randomly on the nails, trying not to do like the same thing on each. Well, actually, it seems like I'm done with that color now, and I am moving on to Peachy from Nail House. They're all Nail House gels. This one's Peachy, the orange one. And I'm going to go ahead and brush that one as well on the nails randomly. And it's already looking so cool to me already. Like, I'm loving the pink and white by itself. And then the orange is going to start giving sunset vibes with the yellow and things. And I'm just randomly airbrushing them on, y'all. When airbrushing, there's a few things that you want to make sure that you are doing and not doing. When you're airbrushing, you want to keep the airbrush at a distance from the nails to avoid pulling. Like, if you're too close to the nails, the gel will begin pulling. Like, you'll have circles, if that makes sense. Like, it won't spray on properly like you want. It won't be given airbrush. It will be looking weird, if that makes sense. So keep a distance from the nail, and you also want to go in circular motions pretty much, like for the most part. Also, as you all can see, I am taking like cleanup brush and a little bit of acetone on that brush and clean up. I try to remember, y'all. It's so hard for me to remember doing that. Um, when I'm airbrushing to clean up the sides before I cure it, that gel that kind of sprayed on there. It's because as I'm doing it, I can't really see it or tell, but you can kind of see it on camera. I'll be in the zone, but you can clearly see it on camera. And if you don't like clean it up before curing it, it will then be at the sides of your nails, which I've sprayed on so many different colors, y'all. I try to do it in between each and every single one, but it was hard, and I did have some gel on the sides when it was all said and done. I like totally cured. I tried to clean up, but it was just all the way cured. Also, it's always tricky for me. Like this look was tricky for me, which is why I ended up doing the chrome over it. As far as getting the gel that airbrushed in the center of the French, like the nude part, like the base part, having to clean that up every single time after as well, or deciding initially if I want to like just leave it or clean it up. And because of the look I was going for, I definitely, for this look, like if I was spraying on one color, I wouldn't mind it being in the center of that. But I sprayed on a ton of different colors, and I really wanted that fringe to pretty much show. So like trying to clean it up and forgetting on some colors to clean it up, so it kind of end up looking weird. You all are gonna see. So I think the next time I attempt doing something like this, like airbrushing on the French, like doing pastel colors and a tie-dye kind of look, I'm gonna use like pigments or something instead. But I really want the pastel look, and I don't have like pastel pigments. And yeah, I just kind of like took a chance with using or doing the airbrush. And yeah, you are gonna see I ended up, or the reason why I had to end up doing chrome over the entire nails to kind of camouflage the gel that cured on the nude part that I did not want to. Also, last thing I want to say before I end up letting you all go ahead and watching the process and just popping back in later, I want to mention that in between colors, I'll go ahead and make sure I dump out pretty much any extra liquid that's left over from the other color, and then I add a little bit more of like just plain acetone in there and kind of spray the color out, if that makes sense. Like I spray it out on a paper towel, make sure that all of the previous color is gone before applying the other one, and that mixes. And then I also, you all can see, I just pretty much test it on paper towel. Alrighty, y'all. So this is how our base ended up looking, and as you all can see, on the nude part, that is what I was talking about as far as forgetting to make sure I clean up that nude part before curing a lot of different colors. And some of them initially I just was gonna leave the color on there, and then it's like it just turned out kind of a mess. And really the only how I would be able to get that off the nude part without, because I can't use acetone, it don't just like come right up, without ruining the bottom part, is like precisely top coating the bottom part and then taking like a buffer and buffing out that gel. But who's doing all that? And I just really thought about that now. Maybe I would have done it on the process, because I did want to keep the nude part so bad, like just fully clean. But yeah, it's all good. This design ended up coming out really cute. It ended up giving like mermaid vibes in the end, which was kind of cute and tied into the 3D design that I wanted or ended up doing. But I didn't want it initially to be chrome. I just wanted it to be the pastel colors, but still came out cute. Now I'm going to take some well, first I went ahead and top coated all of the nails with I believe I used Dynamic Nail Supplies Dynamic Nail Supplies Shiny Top Coat. If I didn't use that, I used Matte Polish, but I'm almost sure I used the Dynamic Top Coat. But now I'm going to go ahead and take this Macart Rhinestone Glue. I was going to use this new gel when I just opened up, but I want to go ahead and squeeze the life out of the old one that I have left, because I don't like to waste things. So, and that was just perfect, so I can just squeeze a ton of it out. And I'm going to take my liner brush and attempt this like little 3D design that I haven't been seeing going on the internet. I don't know what it's called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's pretty much like these little lines, little like curved little lines on like the bottom of the French tip. Like I think this is so freaking cute, and I'm gonna find a way next time to do them a little bit better. This was my first time, and I wasn't being too hard on myself about how they turned out. Like they weren't like absolutely perfect, but pretty much I'm gonna do what you all just saw me do on all the nails and cure each one in between for 60 seconds. And I'm gonna let you all watch that and pop back in a bit when we are deciding on, or we're not deciding because I was deciding in the video, but we decided on applying chrome. So I'm gonna pop back in then. Okay, y'all, so as y'all can see, some of like the lines were like they kind of intersected a little bit, but like I said, it was totally fine. It still was cute, and it was my first time doing this. I didn't have to, like, they don't have to be perfect anyway. Like, they are still cute. Like, I like the way they're not all the same, if that makes sense. And I really love this look. I would have loved it even more if that gel was not in the center of that French, that nude part. And because it was gonna bother me, I couldn't just keep it the way it was. I'm like, maybe if I apply some chrome over it, it would be like a little better, and it would kind of like camouflage the imperfections a little bit. So I put out this like little, first this like, sorry y'all, I got cut off, but this like little pearlish, like white pearlish chrome here, and it was cute, but I didn't really like the way it was. Like, it was too harsh, if that makes sense, and it wasn't really coming out so great. So I ended up switching to like a mermaid type of chrome that was a little bit lighter, and it just worked out perfectly. Wow, worked out perfectly. I went ahead and took a little alcohol pad, or a pad with some alcohol on it, and wiped all the nails so that the the chrome can stick a little bit better. And then after I applied the chrome to all of the nails, I went ahead and top coated them and added some like white little pearls, and that was pretty much it, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all watch that whole little process, and I'll pop back in with the final results. Alrighty, y'all, this is our final look. Y'all, I am super obsessed with these and the way they came out. Like, these are just absolutely stunning. Like, this might be a little extra, but I just always feel like this, and I talk about it often, how, like, you know how you think you have a plan or something, or, like, you know, something doesn't go as planned and you think everything is, like, wrong in the end of the world or whatever, but God has, like, a better plan. Like, y'all, I love this chrome so much, and, like, the pearls added, it's just giving, like, classy, but it's still, like, simple and unique at the same time. Like, I love this look so freaking much. I'm obsessed, and I love the length of this. Like, I'm glad I chose this length. I feel like long would have been cute too, but I feel like it just looks better with shorter nails. This is just so freaking cute. And whoever came up with, like, this 3D type of look, I don't even know what to call it, but, like, the little 3D lines are, like, that's, like, genius, because that's so beautiful. Like, I love it so much, and this camera barely does the justice of how beautiful these nails really are. Like, these are so cute, y'all. I did not want to take these off. Like, I was so sad taking them off, and I kept them on for like a full day, and that's a long time for me, because I'll be popping them off right after I'm done taking videos of them, within like an hour or so. But y'all, these are just so freaking pretty. Like each different little, like, angle and things, and, like, this chrome is just everything. Like, it was just like was a cherry on top of the look. Like, the look I was going for initially would have been really cute too, but, like, this is everything, y'all. But anyway, if you all enjoyed this video and love these nails as much as I do, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm so freaking glad to be back with y'all. Like, I really miss y'all, and I miss being on here and posting videos and things, and I'm super behind. I have so much content to catch up on because I've been gone. I haven't been feeling well, but like I said, I'm glad I took the time, and I'm better now. Glory to God. But yeah, you all, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Comment like some unicorn emojis in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and turn on your bell notifications so that you're notified each and every single time I post a new video. Your girl is back and she's better. And yeah, hopefully nothing else. I don't think anything else is gonna happen, y'all, and try to stop me. The devil be working, y'all, especially this time of year. Okay, but my God is greater. Okay, all right. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.